my name's Julie Alexander. My company is Changing Change International, and we make companies great places to work. I think the story that was probably most moving for me was it was actually on the video, and it was the grandmother who lost her husband, and then was asked by the daughter to leave, and that was it was mind-blowing. And I know there was a number of people around me that were just sort of brought to tears by that, to think that you could go through loss but then also lose everything else as well, and in such circumstances was just heartbreaking. To think that people are out there doing it really tough through that type of thing, where that is something that you could fix quite easily by being a decent human being. And then, the stories, the gentleman, and I can't remember his name, but was talking about, the bond that he's got with his son, and his wife's not around. And just the hope and the support that they get it's mind-blowing to see that, but to know that we've been able to help in just some small way by the money that we've raised for the CEO Sleepout. This is my 4th year. And originally I had a partner before who actually, when his marriage broke down, had found himself homeless and needed to feed the kids and had nothing and nowhere to go, and Vinnies gave him a $100 voucher and helped him. And that was one. I had someone else who I was in a networking group, and his mother had landed here with him and his sister as young kids, and Vinnies were the people that he turned to really get their life off the ground. So they arrived as refugees way back. So it was really seeing those stories firsthand, and then coming along to then see what sort of a difference that we could make in person, and learn so much more. For me, it's not just about the raising money, it's the raising awareness as well. I would say bring lots of warm clothes, but certainly come along. It's an experience. It's eye-opening. You're in great company when you do it. So there's some really inspiring people that you get to speak to of an evening as well. But the stories that you hear and the connection that you make with those people who have done it tough and come through the other side, they're the most inspiring people. And so to come and make a difference, there's always people that knock and say, this isn't the right way of doing it, but I prefer to be doing something than nothing. And I know that raising money, I've put some food on someone's table. I've been, I've helped someone be there when they've most needed an ear or a hand or whatever it might be. So, as I say, I prefer to do something than nothing, and I know that I've, in some small way, made a difference. Other than it's my 3rd anniversary of meeting my partner, who I met at the CEO Sleepout. So, when you say you meet interesting people, sometimes you meet really interesting people. But we've come back. We met at 1:00 in the morning, and he gave me a hot chocolate, and so we've just had a hot chocolate. So who knows? It's just the people you meet and the connections you make from a business perspective, add a whole different level to it. But it's those personal stories and sharing it with other people. So I love it when people bring their teams, because that really is an incredible experience for the team to all become much more empathetic.